Big show, big show. What can I say? Third night, definitely topped the first one, but hey, third one into it, and you're playing at the Gorge, you gotta go all out. So, Set Your Soul Free opener, Phish debut. Love this one. Definitely my favorite of a new one in like probably ever. Not to say any other new stuff's never been any good, but this is probably my favorite of all time for sure. What is it? The One Grand Rapids show for Tab Trio this year. Definitely that Set Your Soul Free. That's definitely got my jam of the for 2019's definitely been that one so far. So definitely really solid Set Your Soul Free. Wolfman's Brother. I actually like this one a lot more than the one at Dick's. Not to shit on the Dick's one, but this one was really... I'm actually kind of jealous that I didn't get this one and got the one I got at Dick's. Not that I'm really trying to complain, but... I mean, hey, at least I got a Wolfman finally, but that's what happens when you go to Dick's. You're pretty much going to get a lot of the good shit. Rogue, finally, got one. Really solid, always. Can't fuck it up. How can you? Goes into a Poor Heart. I used to never like this one, like Back on the Train. When I first started getting into them, I don't know, that like country vibe they're trying to do. I never got into like that one. But I don't know. I kind of dig it now, because when I first got into them, I was like, oh, they probably do a lot of stupid country shit like this, and they really don't. So I'll take a Poor Heart definitely. Could be worse. Could always be worse. Into an Undermined. Undermined was a sleeper one for me when I first got into them. I just it's that one where you're just like, damn, I didn't realize how. You don't realize at the time like how fucking good this one always is. So, always shows up, always ready to compete. Undermine is always definitely competed tonight. Into a Simple, oh man, that's Simple. Out of all the big jams that they do, Simple is my number one. Simple, I guess, is my go-to. I don't know, some people, Cross-Eyed Painless is theirs, Tweezers, the Carinis, all that. If that's their go-to. Simple is my go-to. I don't know, a lot of it's from... First real year I got into him was 2016, so the Bill Graham, I think it's first night, 7/18. The Simple on that one, I mean, just a banger show in general. One of the hot shows out of 2016 for sure, and the Simple there I really liked. I really liked how spacey it was. I really loved the transition into the next one. I think they transitioned into Sally's, Sneakin' Sally. But, I might be wrong. I don't know. It's been a while since I've looked at that show. I'd have to look it up, but whatever. But yeah, that Simple always just, I don't know. That one's always been on my radar. So, really good Simple this time around. Really liked it. Yamar. Not a Yamar guy. Don't really care for it. Kind of annoying song, to be honest, for me. Paige is, I guess, the best guy to listen to in the whole song. I don't know, whatever. Sand. I love my Sands that have a spacey part in it, First time I ever heard Sand was when I was going through 2010, like 2 years ago, and it was the 617 show at Comcast. I think Harpua or Lazy Lightning has that show recorded on YouTube, so I definitely highly recommend looking up the Sand for that show. It's really spacey. Probably one of the earliest shows I've ever listened to with Trey using a wah pedal, and I really liked it. It was just really spacey. So that ended the first set. Second set, Chalk Dust Torture. Yeah, I like Chalk Dust. Definitely, the thing I've noticed is it's definitely the one that like they play a lot of like 17, 20, 25-minute versions of. So with the 20-minute versions, I don't care what song it is, even if it's Ghost. At the 17-minute mark, I kind of just like, I'm kind of ready for the next thing. I kind of just, I mean, if I'm at the show, I mean, I'm usually out in Colorado, so I'm just higher than shit, and at that point, I'm just already zoned out, and I just stare at the lights if I haven't been at that point. But I don't listen, all the soundboards I have, I don't preview them, I don't look through anything, so pretty much 90% of the time I listen to a show, I have no idea what I'm getting, so I don't know any of the times. I think this one clocked in at like 24 minutes, so I mean, some people are big on the 20-minute jams, just me in general. after like the 17-minute mark, I'm just ready for something else, ready for it to move on, you know. But I mean, that's just me. It goes into My Friend. That's a so-so song for me. I don't really think it doesn't really do anything for me. It's one of those like I would rather have it than something worse, I guess, that I don't want to hear. So, I can go with that. Fuego goes into Fuego. I like Fuego a lot. I haven't found that one version that just really, I don't want to say I get it, but I'm just so gung-ho about. I'm still searching for that really solid, just perfect Fuego in my book. But no, I like Fuego, so Fuego's always a good one to get. Goes into Sparkle. Hey, if you like Sparkle, that's your thing. It's definitely not my thing. Halley's Comet. Alright, so I do like honorable mentions and then song MVP. This show's got a lot of great big jams. Halley's was my MVP for this show, strictly because I really like the tone Trey had on it throughout the song with his rig. I really liked it. It made it really unique out of all the other Haleys I've listened to. Made it really stand out. That's why I'm putting it as MVP, because it's probably one of the most unique Haleys I've ever heard. And going back to like the 20-minute jams, this is where I wish like they would have cut off Chalk Dust and maybe used some of the time to put in the Haleys and gotten into like a really cool jam out of it. But I mean, they do Haleys and they go right in the light pretty quick. But I mean, so they do whatever they want to do, I guess. I just wish they would have jammed out Haleys a little more before they would have cut it real short in the light. Light, light I definitely like. I take that one. The big, like, solo thing or Trey or whatever before they go into the jam at the end. It sort of reminds me of, like, Down with Disease. So these two are kind of like, it's sort of like brothers, I guess, brother songs. I don't know how to describe it. It's sort of like how I am with, like, Ocelot and Rogue. Just, if I get one, it's like getting the other one. You're always guaranteed a good, they're both solid. You're always guaranteed a good one. Waste, love Waste. Waste, I would say Waste is like that one that's just like, damn, I don't know, if I ever somehow manage to get married someday, Waste would probably be if I had to pick like between a Dead song to be like the dance to or a Phish song, it'd probably definitely be Waste. And that would be a really hard one to pick, because I'd pick probably like a 7-8 minute one that just fucking melts your face, probably, knowing me, but I don't know if I want to dance for that long. Rock and Roll, just like another Susie, typical, set closer, nothing fancy, but I think Rock and Roll definitely, it's like Character Zero, they usually go pretty balls to the wall with it, not like Susie. I don't know, Susie sometimes does, but I mean, I'd rather have Rock and Roll over Susie anyways, but, so, yeah, I'll take a Rock and Roll. Haven't had a Rock and Roll in a while. Encore, Tube, really like this Tube, really got into it. I probably put this one a top 3. I can't think of like the second one. I know the second one's like a 2010 Tube. My first one would definitely be the Clip Show from 2016. So my second show, which, like I said before, but that like 90% of the songs in that show I didn't even fucking know. Like, even Maze, I, like, barely knew. I just knew that it was like, oh, this is that song where Paige damn near has a heart attack every time he plays it. So, that Tube's still my favorite. There's a 2010 Tube, which there's a lot of 2010 versions I like that are, like, in my top 3 for those versions of songs, but it's been so long since I've really gone through 2010. There's so many. So, definitely while I'm doing this, so I can keep track of all this shit. Then it goes on a Golgi. Yeah, I'll take a Golgi. Again, 2010 had a Golgi that I really, really enjoyed. But otherwise, yeah. So, first Night of the Gorge. So, I'll do Night 2 tomorrow at work. So, that'll be my third one review for this week. So, I'm on a roll. Might as well keep going. But yeah, this one was definitely a hot show. Definitely the hot one. One of the first of the hot ones I'm going to definitely put down for this tour for this year. So, looking forward for the next night.